Hey everybody, this is Jason with Landlord Launch, and today we're going to be discussing the topic of who you should screen when you are renting out your home. So the actual question came from one of the landlord groups I'm in, and it was basically the background, the scenario, the setup was this, is that there were three sisters and they wanted to know if they should screen all three adult sisters if only one of them is going to be responsible for paying the rent. So I would say first, the answer is yes. All adults in the home should be screened. They should be all pay an application fee. They should all be held to the same standards. Put the application in individually. Because one of the things I worry about when I run into those situations to where certain people want to be screened and others don't want to be screened is really what is on their background. What have they done, potentially done to other landlords? What does their credit look like? Do they have criminal background? What is it that is keeping them from wanting to be screened? Because I would imagine if there was nothing there, then it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Outside, maybe they don't want to pay the application fee. I can get that, but for the most part, your standard should be to screen all adults that are going to be living in a home. So, and there's some reasons for this. Is outside of the idea that maybe they're hiding something, outside the idea that they wouldn't qualify on their own, is one, you want to make sure that you have as many people as possible responsible for that lease agreement, even if they may not have, if they're not responsible for paying the rent. I'm assuming there's some sort of income. So let's say that perhaps they're older and they wouldn't qualify on their own, but they still get some sort of income coming in, whether they work part-time, full-time, whether they have some other supplemental income coming in. That just means that that's more income for you to go after later on, potentially, if things don't work out with the lease agreement. The other thing too is that you really want to stay consistent in the way that you screen your applicants. So it would be real easy over the course of time to forget who you did what for. So let's just say that you made the decision not to screen all three of them and you only screened one of them, and let's just say that they are three white females. Well, then let's say a year or 2 years goes down the line and a similar situation pops up, and the three individuals or two individuals or however many else, you decide to screen all of them and they belong to a protected class. Well, now you've just set yourself up for a potential claim of discrimination. So it would be very difficult over any period of time to remember what you did for this tenant or that tenant. So by setting these policies in place and staying consistent with them, you kind of avoid that situation altogether. But I think my bigger concern here is that they would be hiding something. Plus, I want to, again, like I said before, I want to make sure they're all responsible for the lease agreement. That'd be the big deal. So I would say a little bit of explanation there, but in a nutshell, yes, make sure to screen all adult applicants that will be living in a home. So, hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments box below. This is Jason, the Landlord Launch, and we will see you next time.